Hey guys, it's Michael from Devoted to Vinyl. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Victrola Respin. Let's find out if this vinyl record player with built-in speakers is really worth your money. So if you're in the market for a new record player and you're really looking for something that has a lot more convenience, well, there are a lot of options on the table for you. But you might be interested in learning more about the Victrola Respin record player, and that's what I have for you today in this review. Victrola was nice enough to send me over the Respin to try out, and that's exactly what I did. So without further ado, let's dive into what I found, what I liked about the record player, maybe some things that are concerning for you to know. Let's check it out. The Victrola Respin comes in an attractive throwback suitcase-style record player aesthetic. To open it up, just lightly touch the push tab while raising the top of the record player. Now sitting on top of the platter is a quick guide to the record player itself. It's a nice way to get familiar with all of the buttons and settings. You can even remove the lid entirely from this record player and utilize it as a stand for your records. Pretty cool. As we move higher up, the Respin comes with a 45 adapter port built into the plinth. This is nice because you now have a set location to keep your 45 adapter when it's not being used, lessening the chance that it'll get lost. Now let's go over how the Respin works. To turn it on, push the rocker switch upwards. The Respin is on when the red light illuminates. Above that is your play settings: vinyl, stream, and Bluetooth. When you want to play a record, keep it on the lowest setting, which is the vinyl setting. The light will always stay red in the vinyl setting, and the music will come out through the built-in speakers. Next, if you want to play a record on the Respin, but have the music come out of an external Bluetooth speaker that you own, set the record player to vinyl stream mode. You'll know you're in vinyl stream mode when the light flashes purple. This indicates the Victrola Respin is trying to pair to your wireless speaker. Finally, there's Bluetooth mode. This mode allows you to stream from your smartphone or tablet through the record player's built-in speakers. So, if you want to listen to your entire Spotify playlist, for example, and have the music come through the record player's built-in speakers, select Bluetooth mode. You'll know you're in Bluetooth mode when the light flashes blue to indicate the Respin is trying to pair to your device. The Victrola Respin also has an auto stop feature, so when you get to the end of the record, the Respin will automatically turn itself off. You do have the option to turn off the auto stop feature entirely, making the Victrola Respin a completely manual record player. And you have to manually push up the lever to get it off of the record, and then once you bring it all the way to the end, back to its resting spot, it'll stop spinning. Well, actually it'll keep spinning, and then you have to actually turn it off. Let's now talk about the sound. On the Victrola Respin product box, the record player is advertised as offering powerful sound and big bass. And you know what? The sound is strong for what you get here. But I was most surprised by how impressed I was with the lower end response of the Respin. I appreciated that the Respin's sound really did fill the room quite well. The Respin is not going to make you want to throw out your quality subwoofer, but for a record player with built-in speakers, it's surprisingly enjoyable and quite loud to listen to. As mentioned before, this record player also comes with a 45 adapter to play 7-inch records. The adapter comes off the plinth quite easily, and all you have to do is slide it over the spindle and you're ready to go. Now, while I had no problems playing my 45s in my testing of the Respin, I did notice something strange here. While the sound of my 7-inch records was quite nice, I did notice that playing records at 45 RPM caused the record player to emit an odd noise. This is something I did not hear when playing records at 33 1/3 RPM. Right now we're playing the 45, and I'm hearing some sort of weird mechanism happening in here right now. You can almost hear the rotation, you can hear the sound of the motor going around. I wasn't hearing that with playing it on 33 RPM, but there's something that sounds like it's kind of straining a little bit, kind of grinding a little bit. It doesn't affect the sound, it still sounds good, but when the sound, let's say, is muted, I have the sound down all the way so I can only hear my voice, I can really hear it. It almost sounds like VHS, a VCR or a VHS tape trying to struggle a little bit to play inside of a VCR. So I think that's worth noting. So yeah, pretty noticeable sound. Oh man. And that wasn't my only problem with the Respin, unfortunately. I found that, occasionally, the cueing lever on the Victrola Respin would sporadically fall down when I moved the tone arm. Check out this video I shot of me testing the record player, and pay close attention to the background where you can see the cueing lever automatically falling down when I move the tone arm. Did you see that fall down? Jeez. Another thing I'm not a fan of is the fact that the plinth is cheap and rickety to the touch. It's a bit flimsy. You know, you can see a little bit of wiggle here. That's kind of unavoidable when it comes to these types of turntables at this price point. So as you can see, the Respin isn't perfect. It definitely has some issues that you have to be willing to deal with. But for this price point, these are the kind of issues I would tend to expect for a suitcase record player like this. So who exactly is the Victrola Respin for? Well, I think if you want a cheap record player, a Bluetooth-friendly record player, and a record player that offers pretty big sound in a fairly small package, the Respin might be perfect for you. Whether you're buying your first record player, or you just refuse to spend more than $100 for a turntable, the Victrola Respin definitely has a market. Just know that it's a flawed record player that, at some point, you may want to move on from when it's time to eventually upgrade your equipment down the line. So that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please hit that like button down below. You know I always appreciate it when you do that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel devoted to vinyl if you want to be alerted whenever a new video drops. And if you're looking for more information in the hobby, whether it's news or reviews, don't forget to check out my website, devotedtovinyl.com. And once again, I want to leave you guys with one question, and it's this. If you happen to be in the market for a new record player, would the Victrola Respin be something you would consider? Please leave your comments down below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.